Before growing these millets, the farmer should ensure in nearby area or the vicinity the processing unit, because these millets can be processed only in specified processing units. Like these cannot be processed in rice mills, or these cannot be processed in wheat mills. So he has to ensure the processing unit nearby his vicinity.
Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we have a very special guest with us, Mr. K.V. Ramashubberetti, who is sharing awareness and creating a difference in the millet industry. Hello and welcome, sir. Kindly tell us about you a bit.
Thank you very much for inviting for the interview. Myself, K.V. Ramashubberetti. I'm a cost accountant working in Delhi as a executive director of finance. So 2017, I took decision to come out of the corporate life and start the agriculture as a profession. So since then, I am working on the agriculture, especially on millets.
So sir, what made you step into the millet industry whilst leaving a well-paid job, sir?
Yeah, actually, there is some point of time there is introspection. So other than this corporate life, what we can do? I hailed from proud family of agriculture. My father is farmer, so that background is always working on in my mind that someday we should go back and start the agriculture and work with the farmers. So that's how I came to this industry. And millets is naturally grown, and it's a pest resistant and drought resilient, environmental friendly. So I thought it is a perfect blend for me, to start this farming as well as in the processing.
So sir, next thing that we and our people who are being watching the video would like to know, that what are the brands that come under Sattva Millets and Food Products? What are the different brands?
Sattva Millets and Food Products is the company name. Basically, we have two brands. One is Renadu, other is Mibbles. Okay. So the distinction between these two brands are, one is mainly focused on the rural area, wherein the minimal packaging activity, that is, the grains would be packed in a PP pouches and then sold at the rural market and district level marketing. Mibbles is the premium brand which is being sold in digital marketing and metros, and then placed in the shelves. So therefore, the metro or the city living people, they buy based on the packaging. So if the packaging is not attractive, we cannot sell in the cities. That is the reason we have bifurcated into two brands.
Definitely, sir. So, sir, what more can you tell us about the products of Mibbles, sir?
So, as I said, we have our own farms, almost 60 acres, and then we do work with the farmers, wherein we declare the minimum price what we are going to pay to the farmers before sowing the grains. So therefore, the farmer well aware of the price, how much he is going to get if the output is estimated output. So then we will buy back from the farmers at the same price and process in our factory. That is primary processing. That means we just clean the millets and then remove the husk, wherein to bring it to the eatable form. So these are all called whole grains. We have in this type 5 grains: foxtail millet, brown top millet, kodo millet, little millet, and barnyard millet. These are whole grains. Then for the breakfast cereals, we make idli rava, upma rava, khichdi mix. So all these types of millets we make it. Here, we also process the jowar, bajra, and ragi, because these are all major millets. It doesn't have any husk, but they have bran. So to make breakfast cereals, we remove the top layer of bran to make it more eatable form, and then make the semolina products like idli rava, upma rava. And again, these are all we have to cook it.
Okay.
To eat these millets, we have to cook it. But some people, they do not know cooking and they wanted to eat millets in some way or the other. For them, we have brought in-house developed recipes. It is a family developed recipes. One is, the different millet laddus, multi-millet laddu, jowar laddu, ragi laddu. And then we have biscuits, 4 types of biscuits. We use jaggery and the butter to make it more quality and hygiene. And we don't use any maida and wheat because they contain gluten. So therefore, to give it to the customer, more hygienic and gluten-free products. In savories, we have 2 variants. That is, one is a chaklis. Traditional chaklis, we make 4 types. And then chivda.
Okay. So, sir, what is the role of machineries in your millet business, sir?
Role of machinery is very crucial because unlike any other grains, millets are very small and tiny. Removing the husk is a very difficult task. And if we cannot process properly and efficiently, the losses will be more, and we cannot give at the competitive rate to the customer. So therefore, the dehulling process is very crucial, and there is a requirement to enhance the efficiency of the machines, to give them more output. That we are working with the manufacturers. Probably in a month and 2, we will get the solution for that.
Okay. So, sir, as you said that you are connected to farmers, so we would want to know that currently, with how many farmers you are connected to, and how this millet industry or the millet startup that you have done, how it is changing their lives, sir?
Yeah, we worked with 4 FPOs and still continuing because we enter the contacts for each season. If the rainy season is coming. So we identify the FPOs and individual farmers, then we enter the agreements. So what we are doing here is that we supply the grains for them, so they need not look for the grains in the market, and also we are assuring the price. So the farmer need not look for the market. There is a ready-made available in the market, and the price is also comparatively remunerative price. Therefore, they are very interested, and we could convert many farmers into this sector. And basically, we have to concentrate on the mainly irrigated lands wherein a lot of rice and wheat production is being farmed. So if we could convert these lands into millets, we can give the surplus water to drought areas and the rain-fed areas. Apart from this, we also enter with individual farmers, wherein around 50 farmers individually will enter the agreements. In FPOs, each time we sign contract with the 2 FPOs. So at least each season, the around 400 to 500 farmers will be involved in this activity.
So, sir, there's another thing that we want to know that as you have been already recognized by a Prime Minister, how is the government helping in this millet startup?
There are a couple of institutions which are helping the startups. Like in Hyderabad, Indian Institute of Millet Research, it is government is nominated as a Center of Excellence. They are taking incubators. After incubators, anybody can start, and they also give startup funding. One is at 5 lakhs, and one also we start the production. Again, we are eligible for 25 lakhs. So these are the 2 schemes which are quite helpful. This is the central government is providing. Apart from this, in the primary processing segment, the NABARD is also providing 25% of the total cost as a subsidy or grant. That is one part. Other part is APEDA is also providing funding gap equipment. Suppose if there are any gap we notice in the equipment, so when we apply to the APEDA, they provide 40% grant for this funding of the gap equipment. Apart from this, we have another credit linked capital subsidy scheme. It's also MSME and Government of India. They provide 15% on the plant and machinery. So therefore, one should know how to utilize what are the schemes available, how to utilize all these schemes. Then work on these schemes. We can easily get these schemes to roll out our startup activity.
So, sir, as you were saying earlier, that millet has a effect health-wise. It's healthy. So, how it is helpful in our daily meals, and what are the benefits of millet health-wise, according to you, sir?
See, our daily life, what we are eating, either rice or wheat, made products. So these products have high carbs and do not have any fiber. So when there is no fiber, what will happen? The digestion, these products will be digested immediately and boost the glucose into our blood to give the energy. So after 1 hour, 2 hours, again we tend to eat something else, because otherwise our energy levels will come down. But in case of millets, what will happen? Due to high fiber content in the millets, that is ranging from 8 grams to 12.5 grams of small millets. So this will regulate the blood pressures and regulate the glucose injection to the body blood. During the entire period of 4 hours or 5 hours, our energy levels will be constant and the blood pressure will be maintained steadily. With this activity, our basic the diseases will not come, because when our body is maintained properly, that blood pressure, and there is no sugar element, so even the diabetic problem also we can eliminate. So this is the basic concept of millets vis-a-vis rice and wheat. Apart from this, we have a lot of micronutrients like iron, calcium, which we otherwise take from the pills. And again, the micronutrients, antioxidants. These are the magical grains or miracle grains. I can say that because we have seen many people, those who are suffering diabetic for 20 years, it has been reversed. Now they are not taking any medicines, just they are eating millets. So this is the power of millets.
So, sir, nowadays, is there any kind of awareness between the farmers about this product? And I think this is a question from our viewers' side. Like, if a farmer wants to grow this crop, is it a profitable crop to grow, and where they can sell this crop?
See, it is a profitable, absolutely, because there will not be any loss in this cultivation. The cost of agriculture is very minimum. We have to just sow the grains and then one intercrop cultivation. After that, it is harvesting, and it's very short-term crops, 90 days from the date of sowing to the harvesting, the entire period. And when it comes to the pricing, it ranges from 3,000 to 4,500 or 5,000 rupees per quintal. So depending on the millet, the yield also, it ranges from 6 quintals to 15 quintals. Suppose like the little millet may give 6 quintals. At the same time, the foxtail millet, the jowar, bajra, ragi, these millets will give 15 quintals. So, and these can be grown in even rain-fed areas. Definitely they are profitable, but the farmer will never get any loss in this activity. right now, they can sell it to the processing units, or otherwise there is a huge export demand for bajra, jowar, and foxtail millet. So the traders also are buying depending on the market condition and exporting it to the various countries. But before growing these millets, the farmer should ensure in nearby area or the vicinity the processing unit, because these millets can be processed only in specified processing units. Like these cannot be processed in rice mills, or these cannot be processed in wheat mills. So he has to ensure the processing unit nearby his vicinity.
So, sir, we would like to know that what is the next 5-year goals of Sattva Millet Foods?
We wanted to, venture into the health mix segment and ready-to-eat foods, because the younger generation and youth they like more on ready-to-eat foods, and wherein we can provide the healthy, very nutritious their daily life, with simple technique to take as a diet. We are targeting basically, in this month we are going to launch one product that is ashwagandha based millet blend.
Okay.
So likewise, for the different categories, like the working people and workout people, for the children and women. So different variants we wanted to bring in this year, and more ready-to-eat foods we wanted to bring in.
Right, sir. Thanks a lot for sharing your experience and sharing an awareness with us and our viewers. Team Tools Villa gives you best wishes for your future endeavors, sir.
Thank you very much for inviting me and taking my inputs. All the best to the Tools Villa.
Thanks a lot.